Same time toys one more time, guys. All right, so this is take two because I just did 15 minutes of a photo. I ran through my entire day, all the stuff I bought, all the stuff I saw. I'm not doing it again, so you guys lose out. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to Ollie's. I spent 12 bucks. I spent more money at Ross on 2 figures than I spent at Ollie's on 3 figures. The one thing I do want to show you guys is I got the 3 3/4 inch Inferno Trooper. These blast effects are fire. These things are absolutely freaking amazeballs. It comes with a Grogu figure that is literally as big as this. Pretty cool. But the flame effects are outstanding. After this weekend's convention, I'm going to go back and buy every single one that they have because these flame effects rock. But yeah, I went to GameStop. Of all the times I go into GameStop and I don't bring money because I'm going to a convention and I'm trying to do the right thing and have some money for the con instead of just spending all my money and saying fuck it to the convention. They had the Spider-Man Wolverine, blue Spider-Man Wolverine 2-pack. They had the Colossus Juggernaut 2-pack. Bunch of other figures. They had a goddamn Stinger in there. So I've actually had a Stinger in my hand. If it was a Vamp, I would have bought it. I would have put it behind the counter. I would have drove home, got my money, and came back and bought it. But that's not how Vamps worked. This is how the Stinger's working. But I was really hoping to get a couple of eels and or a Night Creeper. It's all I was going to buy. I wasn't going to buy anything else, no matter how cool. And I saw some cool shit in there because the GameStop at our mall has closed and their inventory has been split up between 2 stores, Ormond Beach and Palm Coast. So I was in the Palm Coast store and they had a ton of stuff. They also had a Night Creeper. I'm stoked. I had this toy as a kid and he was one above all. He was one of those figures that was I always picked, I always used. I loved the camo on his legs on the actual 3 3/4 inch toy when it came out. Absolutely amazing figure. Loved it. His crossbow, absolutely loved it. Swords, got rid of those and I gave him the version 3 Snake Eyes sword, the one with the holes in it and the like claw grabbing a hold of the ball. I gave him that sword and that worked great. I can't remember what gun I gave him. God, I don't remember. It was a machine gun, SMG. But yeah, that was a minute ago, so a lot of brain cells die between then and now, so don't hold it to me. But we're going to spin this guy around, and we're going to spin this around, and we're going to do what we do around here. So like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be right back. All right, there he is, the Night Creeper, version 3, version 1.5. I don't know. Either way, this is a pretty cool fucking figure. I know when he first came out, I wanted to pre-order like 5 of them. I saw a review from Shark Eyes, and he told me to be wary. Sorry, he has already fallen once. Hence the stand. I got a couple other figures that have been standing all day. He is not one of them, apparently. But yeah, guys, I mean, nostalgia is tripping on me right now. Not quite as I remember him, but good enough for the classified line. These rose-colored glasses that I've been seeing these figures through lately, they're starting to tint on me. I don't know, maybe it's the Florida sun, just the heat. The fact that I haven't gotten much sleep lately, I don't know what. Seems like every time my body shuts down, there's a stream I wanted to watch. So if I haven't been in your chat, that's why. I've just been unconscious. But yeah, I mean, this figure is pretty fracking cool. The weapons are super gummy. I'm not gonna lie. Why bother? We all know this. That crossbow, I mean, you could wad that up into a ball. The arrows on the backpack, you think those would be, I don't know. See, I don't know if it's because they're afraid somebody's going to get hurt, a little kid, or if they're afraid somebody's going to break something and want a replacement. I mean, I could kind of see that, but I don't know. I don't get it. I thought I had my head wrapped around the gummy weapons and I was over it, and then you get a figure that you've really been looking forward to, and fucking you're back to gummy weapons again. I don't know. But let's get a closer look at this guy. Let's see if I can do this without knocking the tripod over. Okay, so he does come with extra hands. He's got his judo chop. I got climbing claw hand. The other trigger finger hand that came with him or on him, and I put I got a ninja star, feel my wrath hand on him, and he came with the trigger hand to hold that. Okay. I dropped a hand and a knife, but it had nothing to do with this figure, so we won't worry about that. And then, of course, he comes with Night Creeper version 2 head. And I hated this figure. I absolutely hated this figure. This was the one. That figure sold me. The original Night Creeper leader, with the bandana on his head and the orange paint. I wasn't a fan of the orange paint, but that's my Night Creeper leader, not this not the idiot from the Deke cartoons. I mean, there's a whole lot of Deke in there. Oh, and the one thing that I did notice about this figure, sorry, shaking the camera, the plug-in for his hands are super long. So if you're trying to trade his hands out with somebody else, good freaking luck. But we'll pop him off his stand. Now, I was just bitching about gummy weapons. The swords aren't bad. Well, you can't see it. I stuck it in the foam. It was actually kind of cool. This one's a little bit gummier than the other one, but they're not bad. Swords are good. He comes with two of these little curved daggers that fit nicely in a little holster. And he's got this funky backpack that just feels like you should be able to ball it up. I mean, it just feels soft. It's hard. It's hard as a rock. But it just feels soft. And those are the arrows I was talking about. I mean, just... come on. Not arrows, but crossbow bolts. Like I said, I gave him his little Ninja Star hand. I would like to thank 3-Star Draw, Down South 77. Every time I see a ninja now, I call them all ninjas, and it drives me insane. And I would like to thank you for that. Now that he's actually given up his weapon. All right, this thing is super cool. I mean, it's straight up, except for this little handle, all but what we had as a kid. It's got the removable crossbow bolt, very cool. But this thing, man, I just had like 5 figures fall over and nobody fell into each other. They just fell over on their own. Fuck, crazy. Started with this punk here. All right, so 360 job, piece of cake, up, down. The hood gets in the way of the up. He does have a giggity. It's in there, hard to see with the hood. Now his little shoulder pads do get the hell out of the way. He does have a very nice butterfly joint in his shoulder, guys. I mean, it's a good one. I don't know how far forward it goes yet, but they're getting way better. So it rotates, double pinless, rotates, finger trigger finger. Great sculpting work on the body armor. Love it. He's got that diaphragm bend. He bends at the waist, twists at the waist, excuse me, doesn't bend at the waist. I'll give you an idea on his Van Damme. They are drop down hips and they're not like they were. Yeah, there it is. There's the drop down. But these are way better. Way better than they've been anyway. So I'm not going to complain. I dig it. Has a nice thigh twist. Double pinless knee. Very nice. Ratchets well. It's got a great heel toe on the rocker. And has a boot cut. Look at that. A boot cut. Imagine that. Now, sorry, I did a lot of that just half-assed. This is a new tripod for me. Still trying to figure it out. He just looks good. I don't know what else to say about that. He looks good. I'm not going to put the other head on him. This head, I don't want it. Put it back in the box. I'll put the box in the attic and call it a day. I haven't really posed this guy out. I've stood him 3 times and he's fallen twice. The 3rd time he didn't fall is because he had a stand on his feet. I feel the same way that Punk feels about stands. At this scale, you shouldn't need them. There's no reason for them. But we all know that when they're standing on the shelf, better to have a stand than not have one. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on this Night Creeper Ninja. I want 4 more. I'm just going to say it out loud. I want 4 more. we'll see if that happens. I know I need at least 4 or 5 of the eels, and I haven't gotten a single one of them yet. So apparently this is going to be an Amazon thing for me. So it won't be too hard to get. It's just a matter of actually getting the funds together. It's no longer season, so the pizza business is about done, and Shane needs to find a real job, because Same Time Toys is not paying the bills, let me tell you. And as always on this channel, I can't really get too close, I'm too far away. Suicide hotline number is 1-800-273-TALK, T-A-L-K. If you don't have somebody you can talk to, call these people. They will talk it out with you. Just saying. It's one of those things, guys. We have a real chance here to put a huge curb into people opting out. There's no reason for it anymore. This day and age, don't get me wrong, life is hard, life is pain, life is what it always has been, but I think we can make it better for people. It's not that big a deal, folks. I mean, for real, just it's as easy as holding the door open for somebody. It's as easy as smiling at somebody that's walking down the street that looks like they're having a bad day. You know, I mean, just try to cheer somebody up. I used to be a firm believer in random acts of violence. I have changed that stance. Now it's random acts of kindness. When you think somebody, like today, take today for example. Well, yesterday now. I mean, it is what it is. I'm standing at Ross. There's a lady behind me. A lady walked up. She looked kind of confused, but you know what? She knew what the fuck she was doing. And she straight cut the line. Just, you know, plausible deniability. She could have got away with it, you know, 110%, you know, but, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. But I let her go. And the lady behind me was like, oh, and I'm like, you know what, just let her go. It's not a big thing. And it turned into a big thing, let me tell you. We're standing there for like 15 fucking minutes because of this lady. But regardless, you know, I offered the lady behind me to cut in front of me. You know, if she wanted to go, she could have went. But she did the right thing and didn't take that opportunity. By the time I got out of there, she probably wished she had. But it's as easy as that, you know, just little tiny acts of kindness. I mean, I could have been a huge dick and been like, yo, 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 what the fuck do you think you're, you know, but no, I just let her go. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Fucking, are you in a rush? No, well, neither am I, so don't worry about it. But, yeah, as far as that goes, that's as good as it gets. I mean, not saying that if that lady hadn't cut us in line, she would have killed herself. You know, that's not what I mean at all. But you guys get where I'm coming from. I mean, just don't be a dick, you know. If you got a few minutes, let somebody cut you in line. Fuck them. You know, who cares? Just a couple more minutes. I mean, it's the same as being in traffic. It's a couple more minutes, man. It's a couple more minutes. Just let it go. It's not worth it. You know, you never know how the other person is, what's on their mind, what they're going through at the moment. I mean, the world is tough these days. I mean, shit. I can't count the amount of times I've contemplated suicide driving down the road. Fucking this next motherfucker cuts me off, that's it, I'm taking, you know, no. Fucking, it's not worth it. Just take a deep breath and fucking relax. But if you're on the edge, talk to somebody. There's no reason to be on the edge. I mean, well, there's plenty of reasons, but there's no reason to stay there. There's tons of people to talk to. You know, if you got a good friend, if you got a shitty friend, got parents, you got family members to talk to, and if you can't talk to any of them, make the phone call. I do believe I've been saying it's 788 from your smartphone. It's 988. I'm extremely sorry about that. If anybody's actually tried to call that number and it went doo-doo-doo, that's on me. Sorry. But it is star 988 on your smartphone, or 1-800-273-TALK, TALK. They will take care of you. If you don't want to talk to them and you got nobody else, send me a message, man. I'm not hard to find. The Commander 4666 on Instagram, and Facebook is Shane Brayla. Figure it out. It's not that hard. Just leave a comment. Say you want to get a hold of me. I'll let you know how to get a hold of me. It's easy. I'm not that popular yet. I still answer all of my comments. So hit me up if you need me, and hit me up if you want to bullshit. Like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And go out and get yourself a Night Creeper, because this figure is actually pretty goddamn cool. I'll give it to him. And on that note, we'll see you in the next episode. See ya!